Morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to be hearing a story from 1 Samuel chapter 4. In the story today, we are going to hear how God is greater than everything and everyone. The people of Israel did not get along with the Philistines. The people of Israel fought a battle against the Philistines, but the Philistines killed about 4,000 Israelites and the Philistines won. The leaders in Israel said, "Why did God let us lose the battle against the Philistines?" In the past, God had helped the Israelites defeat their enemies. Instead of asking God what they had done wrong and praying about it, the Israelites decided to take the Ark of the Covenant. This was a very bad idea. Some of the men went to talk to Eli's sons. Eli's sons were priests. They were in charge of the Ark of the Covenant. The men told Eli's son their plan to win the battle. Eli's sons were wicked, and instead of telling the people to pray to God, Eli's sons went with the ark too. Oh, God would have been very annoyed. The Ark of the Covenant was very important to the lives of God's people. It was the original box that held the 10 Commandments, and it was a symbol that God looked after his people. It was a beautiful box made of special wood and gold. God was very strict, and he had rules, like rules we have in the Bible to teach us how to live our lives every day. The rule was that no one should touch the ark, so it was carried with 2 poles. They should just have asked God to help them fight. Instead, they took the Ark of the Covenant to the Israelites' camp. It reminded them that God was with them. In the past, God had helped the Israelites defeat their enemies. When the army of Israelites saw the ark, they shouted and were so happy. Surely they would win the battle now. The Philistines heard the shout, but they did not know what was happening. Why were the Israelites so happy? They had just lost a battle. Then the Philistines heard that the ark of God was with the Israelites, and they panicked. They were very afraid as they remembered how the Egyptian people were struck down with awful plagues. They could fight against men, but who could fight against God? Could the Israelites force God to help them win? No. The 2 groups went to battle, but the Philistines won again. They killed thousands of Israelites. The awful thing that had happened, they had captured the Ark of the Covenant. God got very annoyed, and some people were killed, including Eli, the priest's son. They had captured the Ark of God. One of the men in the battle ran to tell Eli the priest what had happened. When Eli heard the news about the ark, he fell backwards in his chair and died. Boys and girls, the losing of the ark did not mean that God had left the Israelites, but it helps us to see that no matter what happens in life, God is so important when problems occur. As they do, we must pray to God to help us when we can't just do our own thing and think God will help us. If we get stuck, no, we have to ask for help. It tells us in Proverbs 18:10, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and are safe. Boys and girls, this really means that if anything annoys you at school or with your friends, God is always there for you. You can talk to him about anything. Hopefully you are settled back into school by now. And remember, your mum and dad, whoever looks after you at home, wants you to be happy. So that if there is anything that is annoying you, you always can talk to them about it. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do all the teachers and leaders in Kids Zone. So hopefully we will be back in the hall with our classes very soon.